This is Rebel Radio. I'm Scott Davidson. We're now talking to my good friend Tim King from the band Soil, and we also got Tim, your other band as well too. We just played with you at what was that show? The Chicago,
Heavy Chicago Fest.
Heavy Chicago Embryonic Autopsy. So you got two bands you're playing in now. Is there any other bands that we don't know about that you're playing with?
Well, we did Reform Oppressor.
Duh. Yeah, I knew that, of course. You played
Glutton for Punishment. I went from one band to three in the week.
Three. And then you played Maryland Death Fest last year and had a great time there, right?
Yeah, it was fantastic. And then we just played Milwaukee Metal Fest.
And Milwaukee Metal Fest. I was getting that next. So, man, you're busy as hell. And you're managing bands. Got the record label. You gotta be swamped, right?
I'm a glutton for punishment. You think the older I got, the more I try to slow down. I don't know what I'm thinking. Midlife crisis, I think.
That's a good thing. It's good to be busy at our age, you know. Just keep getting things done. And you manage the band Plush band. You guys got in the Slash tour. What other tours have you got for the bands that is called Plush?
Yeah, Plush. We basically formed out of nothing. You know, I discovered the singer Mariah, and she's just has such a unique and amazing voice, and we built a band around her. And at the time, there weren't hardly any all-girl bands. There were, female-fronted bands, but there were really no all-girl bands out there. And I'm like, well, let's put something together like the Runaways or, Kitty or Vixen or something like that. And we did. And then a lot of people have copied it since then, but we got a lot of great things going for them. My buddy Will from Evanescence, the drummer, put them on the Evanescence Hailstorm tour.
Wow, that's huge.
Right out of the gate. They went out with Disturbed and Seven Dust and Wolfgang Van Halen and Alice in Chains.
Damn.
Did all the Kiss cruises, so it's been a lot of work, but it's been really rewarding to see it pay off on something that we basically started from scratch together. So it's been pretty cool. I've been very busy.
I'm surprised you didn't say, hey, this tour we'll do this. Soil will do this tour instead.
Yeah, exactly. I wish. It's kind of funny because Soil, back when we had the album Scars come out and the band was blowing up, we were on tour with Ozzy and Rob Zombie and got to play the Allstate Arena. And it's funny being on the other side of it where I'm on the sidelines watching a band that I started playing all the same things and doing all the same things that I got to do 20 years ago. So it's a rewarding thing in a different way. I'm not on stage playing it. Although Soil still goes and does really well.
Oh, yeah.
But, seeing it from a different perspective as, the manager and the record label for it is completely a different reward and a different feeling other than, being in the band on stage. So it's kind of cool. It's more like being a parent than the kid,
Definitely. Now, Soil did some overseas stuff not too long ago, right?
Yeah, it's just last year we did a completely sold-out headline UK tour.
That's cool.
We went to Europe for all the fests and did some off dates. So Soil's still alive and well.
Good.
We did a U.S. tour with our buddies, the Union Underground. They had made it was our first tour since we played together with them in 2001. So like 23 years later, we played together again. It was their first tour in 23 years. So it was pretty cool. It was kind of a coming full circle type thing. And this year, Soil's kind of taking a bit of a break from playing out. We've got a lot of new music that we finished up, and we're going in the studio this September to do some new music, which is long overdue. It's been since 2013 since we put out a new record. So
yeah, definitely.
We're finally getting that going on, and then next year we'll go and tour our asses off.
Same thing with Trouble from Chicago. Their last album was 2013, The Distortion Field. Now they're finally got a new album coming out probably in 2026.
Yeah, that's Grab Love Trouble. One of my favorite.
Cool.
One of my favorite bands, and one of my favorite Chicago bands at that. It's so awesome to see that they've got stuff going.
So Tim, for Embryonic Autopsy, you're not playing bass, you're singing. Do you like just having less to worry about? I mean, I play drums, and to play drums and sing lead vocals would be a pain in the ass. But you do it great with Oppressor on bass and singing. But do you think do you like it better just having the microphone and not worrying about if you could just focus on the vocals?
Oh, I love it. I mean,
cool.
Like you were saying with Oppressor, I played bass and sang.
Yes, that's a whole different ballgame.
Duty, and then with Soil was bass and backing vocals.
Yes.
But to actually just be able to have a microphone and be be able to control, everything, the crowd, and walk around and not have to worry about holding an instrument. It's really cool. At first it was, I was a bit nervous and had a little bit of stage fright because you don't have anything to hide behind a microphone stand, but I got over that real quick, and it's been awesome. It's definitely really cool to not have to set up an amp and just walk. And now I know it. Now I know what the lead singer disease is all about. Where you just have to walk up.
You don't have to carry no amps. You got to carry no bass.
About anything else.
Just come in and sing. Come and sing, and just all you worry about is remembering the words and singing in key, right?
Exactly. And making sure you keep the crowd occupied.
Tim.
So it's been a lot of fun, and I've always had death in my heart, and haven't been able to play it for quite a few years because I've been doing the soil thing. So to get back into it was really cool. I mean, I never stopped listening to it, but to actually get back into it and be able to play on stage and do it again has been really cool, and the fans have been really receptive. The band kind of took on a life of its own. It's doing really well. It's awesome.
Cool. Look forward to seeing you again. I've seen you a bunch of times already, but let's go back in time here. Peter Tsolis just called in from TLG Zoid, and he mentioned that Soil was the biggest Chicago band contract at the time, back when you guys were doing with J Records.
Yeah. I mean, Peter actually, he started off as our lawyer and became our manager.
Yes,
and,
he said that.
He helped us get that deal.
That was cool. What a great deal.
At the time, it was, we had a huge bidding war going on.
I remember that.
I don't know if it was the biggest contract of the time, but it was definitely a very
the biggest one for metal, especially. I mean, right? I mean,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
And Peter was instrumental in helping us get that. So I always have a special place in my heart for the help that he gave us back then and stuff. And it's great to see that he's still going with some projects. He's always been a really smart guy. So here we all are. It's crazy that you're celebrating 31 years of Rebel Radio. I mean, I remember when Rebel Radio first started, and I first tuned in to the AM station.
Yes,
I listened to it every night. And
that's cool.
You've had your shares of ups and downs.
Oh yeah.
You're at the highest point you've ever been with the station. So congratulations on that. I'm
Thank you.
super proud of you for keeping it up. And I mean, we've been friends for all that time. And following you for all that time. It's like you really pulled off a miracle with the way the industry went up and down and radio went up and down.
Just kept going.
You're a survivor. So I mean, so proud of you for that, and congrats on 31 years.
Thank you so much. And Soil, you guys gave me the first. I was the first station to play Soil, just like Disturbed, and we played you on the radio. And you didn't play a show yet. You guys weren't signed yet. You just had music. I knew you guys from Oppressor. And I'm like, wow, this is killer. We were playing right off the bat. I remember you guys calling in. Some family members were listening to, calling in. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. And like I said, you gave us, the first ounce of love that we ever got on radio. You were the very first to play us back when, we're all coming out of our death metal bands. And trying something new. It's like I said, we've been together for a long time.
Definitely. Thank you for all the great music. You're going to be the DJ. I want you to introduce this next song. We're going to play Soil Halo, because we played that song right when we got it. I love that song from the start. And we got 25 more interviews up. And Frank from FM Entertainment is up next. Tim King, thank you so much for calling in. And thank you for supporting Rebel Radio all these years. You're the DJ on Rebel Radio. Take it away, buddy.
Hey, this is Tim from the band Soil, and you're listening to the song that did it all for our band, broke the band to where we are now. This song's called Halo, and Rebel Radio was the first to play it. Happy 31 years. Here's to another 31 more. Cheers, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Tim. Great job. See you later, buddy.
Take care, bud.
Bye. We're still live on Facebook. Here is Soil doing a song called Halo. This is the director's cut version here. And now we got Frank Massler's next, right here, Rebel Radio. Tune back in.